Hello. Yeah, cool. What's up, dudes? Yeah, just I just totally felt like messing with this bike some more, and I'm like, well, why not just everything's still set up from last night, so why not fire up the cameras? Um, uh, Traveling through Summit. Yeah, that's basically it. What's up, retro bicycle junkie? Yeah. So yeah, last night I just started messing with this, and when I realized I switched out the wheels to some 700C wheels I had, and when I realized that they had some huge clearance, I have a 42 Renaris in the front, Hurricane Ridge, and a Gravel King 38 in the back. Removing these little, I think they're sitting right here, plastic spacers in the dropouts in the back, moved that new 700C wheel far enough back that there's even clearance, um, decent clearance with this 38. Obviously, on these tiny rims, we measured them with a caliper last night. Like I think the Renaers were only coming out to like 36, 37 on those Mavic rims. So yeah, I just felt like tinkering with it some more. I think I am gonna try and put some put these flat bars on it to put it upright because it is a little the frame's a little small for me. But I don't know. This is just gonna be this random parts bin build that I just kind of wanted to mess with it and see what I can do with it. But yeah, the colors are that's why I bought this bike, just because the colors. I saw it on Craigslist and $40. I offered the guy 35. He had it listed at 50, but for 40 bucks, I just wanted this bike. And then I was last night trying to justify a reason to keep it because I don't really keep a bike unless it's a project bike or I'm going to do something with it, like ride it, or it's sentimental. And a lot of times I'll get a bike like kind of like this and then fix it up and someone will hit me up, where I could get a cheap bike for my kid or for my girlfriend and or boyfriend. I sold one to a woman I know who gave it to her boyfriend for Christmas. So, but this one I would like to keep because I love the look. So I'm just going to start cutting some brake cables and see where I want to go with this. Wow, flat bars. What happened to me last night? Oh, I need these. I think I might need some of these components off this. Yeah, the nuts off this brake to make. So I switched last night too. This has a Wyman. The brakes didn't reach the rims, but I put this Diacomp 500 on, and it'll actually reach the 700Cs. The existing front caliper, I was able to drop the brake pads down, and they reach the rims. So good to go there. That's always the issue with the conversion is where's a wrench? Finding brakes that'll reach your rims then, but yeah, I don't know what is this like going to be like a monster cross. What? Yeah, I don't even. And then I want to figure out something. I couldn't. The rear derailleur one come off smoothly last night, so I'm wondering if this is not threaded, if it's an old simplex style where it's held in by a nut. So I don't know. I'm gonna pop that off and see if that's gonna have to be tapped out or what I'm gonna want to do to make a different derailleur work because this thing is a real old, kind of a piece of junk. So hey, what's up, Mr. Meow? How's it going? Weren't we just chatting about camera bags? What other nut needs to be in there? So yeah, since the stays. Do I have this on autofocus? Let's see. This, have to do the pathless pedaled cover. Yeah, since the brake bridge is round, you need these like curved nuts to make that caliper work. But I feel like there's another spacer that needs to be in there. I have some bikes too where the reflectors become a problem because the reflectors, sometimes I've had them attached to the headset, and if they're in there, you need to, I've actually had to like grind off part and keep the metal because it actually acts as a spacer in some systems. Usually with brakes, when they're hooked on the brakes, it doesn't matter. I do kind of like the round uh, French reflectors. I actually put the ones on my dad's Motorbicon back on when I stopped riding it because they just look kind of cool. Let's see, we got a washer in here. Huh. Yeah, there's not a flat surface on this one, so I'm a little worried that that won't work right. Hmm. I wonder if I need to drill out one of these round things so it would fit all the way to the back of this brake. Or if there's something different, maybe. Tons of brakes. I've got so many old brakes over there. Well, I'll see how this works for now. If I don't feel like it's stable, I won't ride it that way, and I can modify it later. Oh, where's the lock nut? I think I'm gonna do flat bars on this. That's what I was asking about. If I just mount, and I do need to see. I think that's actually, like I was talking last night. Everything is French sizing, which is always slightly different. But I think if I put my old mountain bike bars on before I went to the corner bars, I could just mount the levers sideways, right? Wait. Is there any reason I couldn't just do something like this? Because I mean, that's what they do on mustache bars, right? So they just mount road levers sideways, and these simplex top tube shifters actually seem to work all right. I was thinking I could take them apart and clean them up, or I think I have some ratcheting. What are they? I think they're called retro friction shifters, and those might be a good candidate for putting on this bike. Let's see it. Oh, these are Hure. These are. Oh, so these came off the Motobacan, and I have those. I think those retro friction shifters are actually up on the Motobacan that I have, which is my dad's old bike. It's a wall hanger, so I might go. I might switch those back out eventually. Put these back on the Motobacan and grab those for this build. What are these? These are Sun Tour top tube shifters. Yeah. Yeah, I'm still going from last night. I never stopped, Rusty. Yeah, let's see what. Yeah, good enough on the brake for now. I want to see what it looks like with the bars. So, how are these? That cable's cut. Camera angle. I could probably zoom that in a little more. Or we'll just cut off my head then. Focus on the microphone. Cut off my head. Sometimes I like saving little stuff like these ends. I find that end up using them for something. Yeah. Let's see. I didn't bring any screwdrivers over here. I'm gonna grab some screwdrivers. Uh, some pair, you said the clamp diameter on the brakes won't be right for the flat bar. Hmm. If it's if it's just too big, I should be able to shim it out, right? If it's too small, then I won't be able to use them. Let's see if I have a brake sitting around with. Oh, that's the problem too. The clamp's not. Oh no, wait. You could turn them, can't you? I was gonna say if the clamp doesn't turn, you know, they're gonna be. Yeah, sitting on your nothing to pull against, right? So I can't. Hmm. I shim a lot of stuff, so I don't know how much of it I should be shimming, but I've shimmed seat posts, I've shimmed handlebars, so I mean, definitely got to make sure it's. Yeah, I don't know. These old Mavic racer brakes might work. Wait, well, you would want it. Wait, which way? Let's. What size is this? This is gonna be metric. Oh, first guess. Nice. Oh, I can't get my socket out of there with the angle. Well, have to use a different tool, but it will. This Mavic brake will work. Nice to have a use for them. They were. Oh, you don't think I get a full squeeze? Yeah. Let's see. What's the? Well, if you set. I mean, again, not perfectly ideal, but long as I have the brakes pretty clear. I mean, pretty close to the rims. I think it might work. Well, we'll see. This is all like just messing around just to see what I could do with this, anyways. Did I drop my wrench? Yeah. Lost. Wait, Loutwasser? What is that? I'll have to look those up here in a second. I don't know what those are. One of the things I was saying last night, and we'll see how projects go, is that like it'd be cool just to build it with stuff that's here. Like obviously I'm gonna need new cables and housings and stuff like that. But one of the one of the thoughts was not to put any serious money into it, but you know, how many times have I said that? Then continued to modify a bike and swap out components with other bikes. Jeez, just. Oh, these actually, wow. This actually has like Peugeot branded bar ends. Everything is. They've even branded the Simplex derailleurs with the Peugeot logo, which I've seen before. Just not the only one they didn't was with the shifters. Those actually say Simplex and have the cool star logo on them. Do they have a year? Sometimes Simplex did that. No, but like I said, this bike's a either 81, 82, or 83 because Carbolite, that's the year they use that tubing. Lauder Wasser. Yeah, I'll pull that up. I want to see what they are. I'm guessing German, right? Oh, okay. Those are pretty cool looking. Oh yeah, that would be cool. What are they? What are they trying to get for them? Oh man, come on! Why? I clicked on the button you had to buy them. Take me to the link I'm already at. Don't. I didn't want a generic handlebar link. I just want to know how much they cost. All right. Well, I'll look up that later. They do look cool. Oh, where's my? I lost my chat. Yeah, let's mess around with this first. See how I. Oh, that clamp is the same. It takes a. It's actually a nut in there, not a screw. Same as the Mavic racers. Do I need an extension to get in there? Or does that not fit? Different size? One of my goals by this winter is to take everything off these shelves and get it all organized again. Huh. This takes a nut to loosen it, but it doesn't fit into the lever. How are you supposed to do that? Have to like needle nose plier twist that out or something? That's like a stupid. I'm trying to think. What am I missing here? What is? Yeah, let me grab some pliers. I'm not seeing any other way to turn that nut if the socket doesn't fit in there. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, Rusty. That's so you're getting out here way before your stuff. How do they do that when you move across? Like, what did you do? You have a service like delivering? Well, at least this is turning easy. Like, is it all like a moving service that drives your stuff across the country? When I know I asked you last night, Rusty, when are you getting in? I can't get any leverage this way. What the hell are you supposed to do with this brake lever? How are you supposed to? The sock. I can't think of what's the tool for the job. A socket. Like that's what you would use. Hmm. Yeah, with the temperatures we're having, there still should be snow for a long time. I don't see any warm up on the radar. I can't do anything with that. I don't how do you think about what the solution to getting these levers loose is? Cutting them off. What did they do here? Oh, it's underneath the lever, the bar tape. They put the bar tape on before they put the levers on. Not sure I've ever seen that done before. Yeah, I'm trying to needle nose it, but oh, you pay like 9K for packing and moving service. 21 business days, huh? Oh, you arrived on Wednesday. Gotcha. I'm looking, one of my problems, I'm looking directly into my studio lights and I can't see what I'm doing. Let me, I am just going to round that thing off and mar it up this way. That's just, there's got to be something. Hmm. Nothing else is going to turn in there besides something like needle noses, though. Yeah, hit it with some WD-40 at least. I guess I should probably hit everything I'm going to take apart on this with WD-40. Yeah, will not be running these pedals. Hey, what's up, Bob? Thin wall socket? Yeah, I guess if I mean, that's what it would have to be. I need to go to Abby Ann's and buy a socket and just grind the edges down. But traveling through, you did 20 miles today and 7 degrees. I went out. My car is. I left my car again when I told the story last night when I went to buy this bike, and I was going to ride there. I went down to Big Bend, like on the towpath, to see if that'd be rideable. There is a path, but it's all footprints. Fat bike would have been able to do it, but my bike, it would have been a long couple miles. And then I went to go around, and all the shoulders are not plowed. And I was going to have to go down Cleveland Maslin, a pretty big road, for a few miles. And for me, I got to the point where I'm like, if this was summer, it'd be no issue, but I don't want to be uh, riding in a busy road with no shoulders, especially when people aren't looking for you. It's Friday, so I gave up. Aaron's going to take me to get the car later, but So I only ended up getting like 6 miles down to the towpath and back up today. Today was like it was 20 degrees. I actually didn't feel that bad. It's really sunny. So anybody want to go drinking with you in the meantime? Trying to think of when I'll if I'd be up Cleveland way or I'm not really. I'm kind of still staying out of bars because I have like a huge February coming up, and I don't want to get sick. It seems like we've passed the peak of Omicron in Northeast Ohio, but there's still a lot of new cases. Oh, you tried the towpath again? No way. North of Wilbith, even on a fatty, huh? Yeah, man. Hmm. I don't. I'm not going to be able to get that off like this. It's just not going to. Like Bob said, it would have to be some kind of thin wall socket. I need a full grip on that. Like trying to turn needle nose this way if something's tight is not going to happen. I don't know. Traveled through said ice beard out on the 29er. Yeah, I know what that's like. God, they tightened this so hard too. I can't even get it to. This one's not as tight. I wonder if that bolt will come out or nut. This is really annoying me. You turn. Like that's what. Come on. A full grip. Hey, what's up, Eric? Just try flamethrower. Yeah, this is. I'm not even like close to moving these. I'm just ruining them. I'm just ruining them. It's time to stop when I get frustrated. And then I'm just gonna ruin it. So it's a dumb thing to mess with. Yeah, I do have a. I do have a grinder here. I just don't want to grind one from my set. I would rather go pick up one. Hey, what's up, CJ? Oh, okay, Summit. I can let you know. Yeah. Assuming, since it's French and if it's the same as it's different make, but if it's the same as the Mavic was the Mavic's a 9 millimeter. I can't guarantee this one's a 9 because I can't get in there, but I'm guessing it is. Oh, CG, you only got 1 mile. Yeah, I wasn't worried about the shoulders in the CVNP, like the Cuyahoga Valley National Park, but I was really worried about them up on Cleveland Massillon. Maybe I'll mess with that rear derailleur that I couldn't figure out last night instead, and I'll save this for when I have the right tool instead of getting all frustrated about it. See if I could figure this thing out. Maybe Oh, that's awesome that you guys get. Uh, they put a snow machine out on and pack it down. Man, that would be nice on your pass. Akron sometimes, I don't know, sometimes they take care of the towpath through downtown and through Cascade. I've seen them so from like Cascade Locks up into Akron take care of the towpath and then pass like Missing Falls the last few years, but I haven't even had the chance to try it. So so now I need the right. Oh, I'm gonna pull this so I could see this derailleur from both sides. Ah, the front wheel fell out. I need to let some air out. It's pushed up against the. Yeah, there we go. Oh, that chain is doing something really weird. There we go. So, what's holding this thing in? Come on, get out of the way. Shoddy old derailleur. There we go. That's how you do it. Oh, you didn't make it past Summit Lake, Summit Perry, and then oh, traveling through. You said snowmobilers who really shouldn't have been on the trailer. Gotcha. Yeah, so on like at the start of from the dog park, if you're from around here, there was, like I said, a couple paths where everybody had walked, and there were some cross country skiers. So I thought the path might be possible, but it was just the footprints. I would have been like having to stay in about a margin like this, which is tedious mentally, and then it was all just rough. And so I felt like a fat bike could have maybe dealt with it, but I wasn't going to deal with it. So yeah, there's definitely an Allen on both sides here. So let's see what this might be a compression type deal. I thought I had the right Allen keys sitting out here last night. Yeah, because I was cranking on it, as they say. Yeah, and if you didn't say, I was thinking maybe I could get this guy on here. Let's see if we get a focus. Come on. No. It's the Shimano Olivio, the long cage, so I could maybe get some kind of freewheel that would have a wider range that would fit this wheel. I don't know. I'll have to see what's out there. It's a 7 speed, but Yeah, I know you're right, Tom. It's funny because yeah, it seems like seeing snowmobiles out there would annoy me, but it would probably make it rideable. So, did he end up selling it though, Dylan? Because he had remember he took it back for from the shop to ride because it hadn't sold yet to ride the Heck of the North cyclocross race. Then I think he took it back to the shop to sell, but I can't remember if he ended up actually selling it or not. Wrenches. Yeah. As I always say and never do it, I need to color code my Allen keys so I know which ones are bike stuff. I hate, or just keep them separate. I hate the stupid bag I always have of every Allen wrench and I can never find what I need. And then last night being hammered, I'm sure I set down the one I was using in some spot that I now need to search through. But okay, good there. Perhaps close enough there. Oh, he did sell it. Yep. There's no threading. Yeah, there's no threading in here. I'm trying to think. I had the Peugeot I ride. I think it had an old simplex like this, and I took it over to wheel. And I went to ride it, and I didn't know anything about like well, barely anything about bikes at the time. I'd put just a Shimano Dior on it. I went to go down the street, and it spun around, hit the stay, shredded the derailleur. I actually have the remnants. But well, let's see. Oh, a Sarah, just a cheap, yeah, a Sarah, a Sarah, a Sarah, whatever. Yeah, shredded it. So I'm wondering if that was it wasn't threaded either, and I just kind of put it in there, and so I'm wondering if I need it. This has a stop though. The originally simplexes didn't even have a stop for like where the B limiter is. So I'm wondering. This one has a derailleur hanger on it. I'm wondering if I could just put this over top of the other one because I wouldn't mind having some more rigidity to this just a sheet metal dropout on this cheaper bike anyways. So, whoops. I wonder if I could make that work, or will the B limiter screw not? No, that won't matter because it'll be hitting the one on the dropout. Let's see if this little hack job could work or not. Where did I put the simplex derailleur I just took off? I want to put the piece back in so I don't lose it. Keep these wrenches separate. Yeah. What did I do with that thing? Big hunk of metal. It says simplex. I think the thread though on these Summit are so on the real old ones, and I don't know about this one, but on like my Tour de France, my Jeton 74, the hole is the exactly same size, so you just need to tap it out with the right thread pitch, which is what, or it's an 8 millimeter hole. I can't remember. I did all the research when I had it done by a friend the first time, but yeah, the fat bike thing, Dylan, and I think I think I've talked about this a number of times, is I don't feel like I could justify. I did throw it in this bin. That was the busted Shimano one, but yeah, whatever. It's around here somewhere. Yeah, I don't like some winters, like last winter. Oh, the derailleur is hanging on the chain. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, like last winter, I would have only ridden like a fat bike like 2 times, and so like today it would have been awesome to have, maybe to try it, but yeah, I don't know. I don't feel like I'd fat bike enough to ever justify owning one, but they're fun. I rode the one that Kenny from Missing Falls was selling, and that one had suspension too. It was like, man, that just such a tank, you know. Let's cut this off. Yeah, that's how I feel doing like my 2.2 grav valves. If they're not going to get me through, then it's just I don't know. I'll ride on the trainer, I guess, or something. But I wonder if I have my chain tool. Where's my chain tool? Yeah, the thing is, if like someone had a fat bike, like we've had some friends who have passed them around. Um, I think it was my friend Ken gave one to Ben. Ben later gave that to Brad. It's the original, I think. It's that original Surly one that had the weird asymmetrical uh, chain stays. We were talking about that. We were talking about a newer one last night, which I won't remember. But yeah, and so like if one came to me like that, where I was just putting in the money into maintaining it or setting it up the way I wanted, I could see having one. But I'm gonna grab my chain tool so I can pop this chain off. Oh, another piece to that derailleur. Or Pedro's could sponsor me. This is a Pedro's change tool. Pugsley, yeah, Pugsley. Yep. All right, Summit. See you later. I think I need to keep an eye on the time. Aaron's picking me up to get my car at some point. Oh, yeah, it's already. Oh, now I just got a email. I'm going to shoot Akron News mascot sled riding tomorrow at 11 o'clock. So that'll be interesting. It's going to be cold, but Zippy will be well bundled. So hey, what's up, Jay Dandy? Yeah, matinee show. I'm not crazy about this Pedro's tool. It's kind of cool because it's more of a multi-tool with like you have like the Allen key, a screwdriver, and then it has some knobs on it. But I'm finding it's real frustrating. They didn't make this where it interfaces. It's not deep enough, so it's always just slipping out of place. I've only used it a couple times. I dropped my. Well, I don't even know if the other one was a part two or not, but yeah, I dropped it one night when we were riding out of my bag in the dark, and I couldn't find it in tall grass. So I bought this one from Dirty River, but I don't know. I don't think. Well, I guess I should have a nicer chain tool for here at the studio. So for a to-go one, I guess travel, whatever, travel size. Yeah, show how this that will focus here. No. Yeah, so it's like yeah, that's just not deep enough. So you're never really. I mean, look how I don't know. I think it's a little annoying. Yeah, there are fat bikes that I mean you're always going to have like there's going to be weight in the tires and rolling resistance, but like some nice fat bikes don't feel that slow. What's the one? Does Otis still have it? Summit Perry, that blue one he had was like a pretty quick fat bike, and that had real fat tires. I mean they were serious, but I think it was carbon, right? Is it a salsa? Was it a salsa fat bike? Oh, Summit's gone. That's right. He went to eat. But yeah, let's see if this is a possibility. So, nah, I would have to do some bending and all that kind of stuff. I guess technically I could just cut the integrated hanger off this bike, right? It's not a valuable bike, so it's not like I'm. Plus, if I'm making it to be a bike that I could ride, why not? I will probably first look up. Let's save that. Or maybe I'll just take the one on my other Peugeot apart to see what they did at the bike shop to make a modern derailleur. Because I don't think he would tapped it out. I mean, I brought it in. I didn't. That's so many years ago now. I don't think I left it there though. Hmm. I don't think I can rebuild the thing that's part of the old derailleur. Yeah, all the sizing is different on that. Hmm. Hey, what's up, Nolan? Hey, what's up, Garvin? We were just talking about winter riding. Uh, Man, talking about doing it on a fixie, you could still get thin studded tires, depending on what your paths and roads look like. I see people do it. Otis had some on Nishiki had like 32 millimeter studded tires. It still make a huge difference over when you hit like some slush or snow or ice, but let's take this hanger off, just see if there's something I could do to make this work. Yeah, I mean the only I mean like I've said, the studded tires are a game changer to me. Of course, mine are what 2.1 or 2.3 or something, but yeah, this really you know, oh, this is threaded. It's set up for both. I didn't even realize it. That derailleur's not. That was on here wasn't threaded, but they made this so you could use a regular threaded derailleur, or you could have used. That's awesome. Look at that. Yeah, so even though the simplex wasn't threaded, they still threaded it, so you could still use the other style derailleurs. Probably because, no, I wonder why. Because, like I said, why would Peugeot care? They did everything their own, everything to French standards. But hell yeah, no. So the thing is to figure out how to get those levers off. Well, like you said, ground down a socket, and yeah, because I really want to see what those other bars look like on there. Run some cables, clean everything up. I don't know what this bike is, but yeah, figure out something with the gear ratio because what do we got? We have a 39 maybe. Yeah, I'm guessing that's maybe 5239. Could even be taller than that. And then this is only like a, was that like a 26? What tool is holding this thing on? This is a different style. You out, Dylan? See you later. Yeah, good chatting. Yeah, winter bikes, you could do it pretty cheaply. I mean, like an old mountain bike frame, you'll spend more on, if you just eBay an old mountain bike and then buy really nice tires for it, you know. Yeah, so come on, focus on that. Yeah, not sure what tool that is. Hey, what's up, Aaron? 35-minute warning till she scoops me up. Yeah, I'll probably early next week just run this over to the bike shop and see what I could replace this with on here to get some more range. Yeah, and plus sometimes, I don't know, I was saying this to Erin actually about her crust. She was talking about, oh, I'm out of focus. Running, when we were talking about a winter bike and she has one now, or was about to have one now, I was saying, do you want to run your crust through the winter even? Like, that's the thing with my Raleigh. I don't actually want that out in the salt and the snow, so I don't even want to get like, because I could put snow tires on that and ride it, but it's a bike that I don't want out in the horrible weather all the time. So, yeah, if the roads are clear and stuff like that, though, I mean, the most important gear is just being warm. So, yeah, no reason to put that back in because one, I need a different skewer, which I have a whole bunch of skewers, and yeah, see what I could do about a new freewheel. I was trying to think if I had any. I was looking like any other 700Cs that. I think this is the best one for the job. Traveling through, nice. If you can pick and choose where when you ride, you can get by with one bike. Yeah, true. Right now, though, it's like you can't get by with any bike around here. I mean, I need to put all these little pieces back together. Derailleur hanger nut, so I don't lose that. I am ready for that chicken too, Aaron. I am really hungry. I only ate breakfast. Well, even though I didn't get the bars off, I'm happy to know I have a derailleur that'll work. And yeah. Hey, what's up, JMZ? I just hopped on here to tinker around with this Peugeot for a little bit again. Got a derailleur on there. Might get this chain out of here. See if there's any. See you later, Rusty. More boring lane house shit. Um, there are a few people who watch the channel in the Toronto area that are regulars. I don't think anyone's on right now that or anyone who's chatting is on right now. Um, who? Oh yeah, Blackball. He's Blackball on YouTube. Chris in Toronto on Instagram and the Discord. He's obviously in Toronto. Who else? There's a couple Toronto people. I'm trying to think of who else is up that way. I want these brakes off so bad. Now I should hit these levers with some WD because I'm going to steel wool and clean them up every, maybe take them apart. I don't think I'm going to mess with the bottom bracket. If it's spinning smoothly and it's all French threading, oh, it's hitting that dumb kickstand. That's what I should take off next. Like I said, we've talked about it. I only dumb on a road bike. I get it for touring bikes. Ah, that's got to be pliers too. Maybe these slip joints are enough. Is there one on the bottom? Nah. All right, gotta grab the right tool for the job. Grab a crescent. Hey, what's up, Analog Days? Jersey City. Oh yeah, we have a couple people from Jersey too on the channel. Party Size is in Jersey. Winter riding, as we were talking about a little bit ago, it's not as bad once you just start to really workshop the gear, like the clothing. It's really not a big deal. Like I went out today, and so I'm wearing two thin wool layers, as you can see, a t-shirt for no reason, and then I just had my wind jacket and a chrome vest over it, and it's 20 degrees, and 10 minutes out there, and I was fine. You know, if I went farther, I would have been unzipping my chrome vest. So. Like I said before, if anyone needs kickstands, I have a whole collection that came off all these old bikes that I buy. So. Yeah, I've only been to Toronto once. Me and a friend were supposed to go to Boston to see a show, and we had set aside the time, and we couldn't get the tickets. They wouldn't let us order them. The guy was like, "I got two left," and we're like, "Great, we'll take them." He was like, "Yeah, just come down here and grab them." And we're like, "No, we're in Ohio." He's like, "Oh, sorry." So me and a friend were like, we just picked a city we had never been to. Brad from Columbus, and we just went to Toronto, just for the heck of it. So. Probably would have a much better time now. We were real cheapskates back then, so we're just trying to find like the divey area, which we never really did. But we mostly walked around and took photos, and you know. TK3, you have a Peugeot for sale, a Grand Sport, uh, a Carbolite 103 frame. Oh yeah, Nolan, you're saying the winters. Yeah, 5 to 8 degrees. That is definitely chilly. There's a bunch of guys who watch from Minneapolis too, and they deal with the real. It gets way colder there than it does here. I have a box over here for like kind of junky bike parts that I'll probably never use. Oh, this has all these markings on it. I guess people would people cut these to length. 160, 180, 200, 220. Yeah, they didn't mess up the frame too bad with that. Nice. Yeah, so let's see how. Yeah, this bottom bracket seems fine. I'm sure it could use servicing, but it doesn't feel gritty. Nothing feels loose. Yeah, I don't know. I'm wondering if it's even worth undoing this front derailleur. Man, hey, what's up, Raymond? Keeping the feet warm to me is the limiting factor on my bike rides. I keep my hands warm, I keep my body warm. I was just wearing my jeans today and my tights, totally fine. And like I've talked about before, I ride down to about 15. I think Yonda said the one Christmas ride we did, we were down to like 12. That's pretty much my cutoff. But yeah, my feet today, I wore thinner but long wool socks and then a thicker wool sock over it. And I was fine because I was only out for like, half an hour. But over an hour, my feet start to get cold. I'm always just hoping that they don't get to the level of painful, long as they, you know. I'll see you later, Bob. Glad you were able to drop in for the matinee. Oh, negative. Charles said -8 in Minnesota this week. That's insane. Um, and I wear 510s, they're winter ones, which have decent insulation and they're fairly waterproof. They're sold as waterproof. They're really water resistant. But yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm all good with my gloves. I have like lobster gloves and I wear wool gloves underneath them when it's really cold. Today was a day where I went with both. Yeah, -8. There's -8's too cold for me. Yeah, real talk. One of the problems with like uh, Carbolite frame Peugeots is there's just not a lot of value there. So like I was talking about this last night, like if I was fixing this for someone else, and by the time I would just put tires and cables and all that, unless you're selling it to a friend who is going to put miles on it, or unless you're fixing it up for yourself, there's just not like a ton of value on the market there. So basically, you need to find someone who wants to do something like this, mess around with it, or who's just going to ride it as a commuter. But like I said, this guy had it listed for 50, and I said, if you want to take it off your hands at any point, hit me up. I'll give you 35, and ended up paying 40. But you know, Carbolite 103 is Peugeot's own tubing, and it's just straight gauge. So people who are into vintage bikes, like seriously, like not just for tinkering and having fun like I am. Like they want, Reynolds 531, Columbus SLX, true double butted chrome alley tubing. So just one of the limitations with some vintage bikes. Like I've been saying, they're great though. Like I've put 4,000 miles on. It's like probably a step up from this Peugeot, but same tubing and all that, and I love riding it. It's just it's not really worth anything. It's worth something to me because it's a great riding bike and I put a ton of miles on it. But cash wise, you're not going to get a ton for these kind of frames. And this one, like I said, I bought it just because I thought it. I just absolutely love that logo and color. But someone here might be interesting. I think Charles. I think Carbo Light is similar to 1020. Um, I have a Motorpecan that's 1020. I like the way these ride though. They don't ride bad. They're a little heavier. Like they're definitely when you pick them up, you could tell there's more weight to them than a, a lighter steel frame. Yeah, real talk. I would definitely look at it. I just want to set expectations that any Peugeot that's Carbo Light. I mean, you don't have a bike that's worth a couple $100 there. Hey, what's up, Rick? Did I did I say I? Yeah. Traveling through, you've been riding in ultra lone peak boots. Yeah. I use a No, and I started using a Wahoo Element Bolt, which is not cheap, right? They're $200-300, so definitely not cheap. But the cheap option, the right, I mean, is the one you have. It's your phone, right? So so device wise, if you're looking for the cheapest, use what's in your pocket. That's what I used for years. Is just your phone. I love the computer though because I just like being able to see the real time stuff, the elevation change, the gradient. Like I was talking about this last night too. I never knew I'd want one, and now that I have one, I feel like I can't live without it. Like I just absolutely, I put it on every bike I ride on. Like I'll switch the mount to whatever I'm riding to have it though. And plus, I was saying this when I made a little review of it. The thing I like the most about a bike computer is that I never look at my phone then. So I just don't have to bother with my phone, which once I pull it out to like even look at Strava or something, I just get so distracted so easily, you know. So yeah, I really like bike computers, but that's not the cheap option at all. To me, it's the best option, but it costs money. So it's after 10 a.m. Can we curse? Oh yeah, real talk. You're saying you love the way they ride. Yeah, for sure. What? Let me check the time. I probably have to get cleaned up and ready. Yeah, Aaron's going to be here in 15 minutes, so yeah, I was. It's nice to jump. Maybe I'll try and do this once in a while. It was fun to jump on at a different time because then we got to talk to different people who are probably not, you know, usually around in the evening because we do this so late. But yeah, bring newspaper for fire. All right, got it, babe. So yeah, I'm glad to talk to a couple of you guys. I'll play the outro so we could still finish up a chat, like a text chat where you guys were talking. But yeah, anyone who hasn't, and even oh wait, I don't have this on screen. Come on. The Discord server, and same with Real Talk. If you're not in there, check it out. It's about to drop a link in the chat. Um, we all put bikes up there, and we have a buy sell section. It's just like people watch the channel. So yeah, you could drop some photos of that in there, and like someone else might be interested in it too. And then also we just all show bike pictures. Anyone who's not normally on here, Nolan, we have a whole section where, so basically between the live streams, we have a running chat on all like bike clothing, bike clothing, bike touring, and all that kind of stuff. So if you guys are interested, basically it's a email and a password, and I have it set so you won't get notifications unless you want to opt into notifications. or someone directly at you for something. So yeah, check it out if you feel like it. It's Aaron, Tim doesn't check his phone while streaming. It's the only way you could reach me. Yeah, I would send definitely. I mean, plus if I don't know if you have me on Instagram, Real Talk, I still want to see the bike, even if yeah, I would love to see it. Yeah, traveling through. All right, yeah, I'm not even in focus. Well, it doesn't matter because I'm ending it. Yeah. All right, dudes. I'll definitely be on Tuesday, and like I said, maybe some random. I don't know. With the weather being, if I can't ride my bike, I'd rather tinker, and I might as well throw the camera on and chat with whoever's around. So, yeah, do it again soon. All right, everyone, have a good weekend. Hopefully, get some riding in if you can.
Okay. Okay, bye.
All right.
Okay,
Yeah.
this time.
Fitzwater photo.